What things are you seeing on the field offensively that kind of lead you to believe you guys could be even better this year on that side of the ball?
I would make the argument that not only on the offense side on the field, also on the defense. Obviously, you guys only get to see the last 2 minutes or whatever in practice, but I think everyone could agree that this has been the most competitive camp that we've been in ever since I've been here. So when you have a competitive camp and you have a great offense going against a great defense, and you're making plays and vice versa, you really get that confidence factor and a confidence boost that just makes the game a lot easier.
So it's the defense that makes you better and kind of vice versa. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah. When we're going at the defense and they're coming at us and we're making plays and they're making plays, it kind of just makes the whole team better. So, and like I said before, it translates to the field. When you have a competitive practice and we try to make it the most competitive place in the country, it makes the game so much easier.
Saquon, how, if at all, are you a different player than you were this time last year?
I would say I'm a different player, kind of just with growth of growing up. Obviously, growing up in age, but growing up and maturing, and as a leader of the team, and as a player, as a person, and I really say understanding the defense and understanding what the defense do and why that has to happen and why that guy's coming and all the little things. I would say that's what I'm a different player at.
Anything that will be evident on the field to people like us that is different?
I don't know, really. That's a good question, actually. Hopefully the hard work I'm putting in, hopefully the hard work we're all putting in really translates to the field, and we'll get to put on a show for you guys this year.
It's hard to balance the competitive nature that you have with the fact that you know they're not going to give you as many reps as you might want to give in practice.
No, it's not hard at all. Even if I'm not taking the reps, I'm still chirping on the sideline, still chirping in the back. Me and Kabenda go at it every single day, or me and Grant and me and Amani, and all the offense and defense. Even if you're not taking reps, you still got to be a leader, and you still got to be there for your teammates, and still be encouraging them and pushing them to take the reps personal and try to do the best they can.
Spence talked a little bit about the give and take between you and him. Can you talk about what's that like from your end?
Like I said, with the competitiveness of the team, I'm back there and Coach Spence is back there, obviously coaching the D-line, and we have arguments, not arguments, I wouldn't say that. Obviously we're competing, and I want the offense to win, he wants the defense to win. Sometimes we'll put some push-ups on the line. Obviously loser do 5, but we gotta have 5 more on it. So it's all fun and games, and like I said, it's the best for the team. If you got your defensive staff and your offensive staff competing, and offensive defense competing, it just makes the team better overall.
You have to think of creative things to say to him in your trash talk?
Nah, I'm a good trash talker. I'm a good trash talker. I really don't trash talk that much, but when I do, I'm not bad at it.
Hey Saquon, Coach Huff talked about how you did more sand pit work this offseason than in previous years. What do you get out of that workout, and how is that different when you're working out on, say, grass or turf? I
would say the difference with the sand is that obviously running in sand is so much harder, and especially you focus on the footwork. When you go from doing a ladder drill or a cone drill in the sand and then coming to the field working on it, you feel so much lighter, you feel so much more quicker. And obviously another thing I wanted to focus on this season, before coming into the season, was working on my knee drive. And sand works really focused on you working on your knee drive, because you got to get your knee drive going to get through the sand and get through the reps and stuff like that. So that's why I kind of wanted to work on that, so it translates to the field.
In terms of your comfort in the offense, I mean, just knowing not just what you're doing, but why you're doing it, is that understanding greater now than it was a year ago?
Oh yeah, especially for my freshman year. My freshman year I was out there kind of clueless, just playing with God-given talent. But yeah, when you get an understanding of the offense and an understanding of the offensive line and what the offensive line has to do, as a running back, it just makes your vision so much easier, and it makes the hole so much easier to see. And obviously when you get one-on-one with your guy, your guy got to take over. You got to take over, and your God-given ability got to take over, and you got to make the play.
I'm sure a lot of teams. Go ahead.
What was it like doing the sports science thing, and then what was it like watching it on TV?
It was cool. The sports science thing was really cool. Obviously, you growing up, and you watch guys like AP, and last year watch like guys like Zeke Elliott compete in those drills, and you get a chance to compete in those drills and see how your numbers stack up against those guys. So it was really cool, and getting to watch on TV, I think they really did a really good job of explaining how this little motion and the little science behind it and all that. So, I mean, I actually didn't know it was coming on, and I was like just laying in bed, me and Miles, and I don't know, I saw my name like popped up. So that was a pretty cool experience too.
What's it been like rooming with Miles?
It's been really good. I think Miles Sanders made a really big jump from last year to this year. obviously kind of see that with freshmen to their sophomore year. But like I said, not only him, just the running back group in general, Coach Huff does a really good job of making us focus on the little things and focus on understanding the defense, not just being a good back, not just making that guy miss or making that right cut, but understanding the whole offense as a whole and understanding the whole defense as a whole. And you can see the difference from last year. His blitz odds are so much better. Last year it looks like he didn't know what was going on, and now he's calling them out, he's communicating, over-communicating, and stepping up and making the right plays.
Do you see a little bit of yourself in him where you were a few years ago?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that you can see that with with a lot of freshmen though, because when you're a freshman, obviously, at your high school, you're the man, you're the best player, and then you're probably your valley, for my example, or conference or whatever. But when you get here, things change. You're not the strongest, you're not the fastest. You might be the best, you may not be the best. You just got to work, and you got to continue to work. And the gains that he made from last year to now it's a huge difference.
We got to see you the first day of camp, and when you were going through one of the drills, you were telling Journey Brown how to do it. What are you seeing from him, and what is your, I guess, not coaching style, but your tutoring style like?
I would say, I guess you could say tutoring style would be just try to lead by example. Try to come out and hold the whole group to the standard of the team, the standard of the running back group. And if that's holding the ball right, making the right cut, or having your feet right doing the drills, that's what I would say. I try to kind of do my tutoring, I guess you could say. But yeah, I would say leading by example and setting the standard. And Journey Brown is a great kid. He's a hard worker. He's really starting to come along, growing into the group, having fun. Basically, you guys know how the RBs are, and growing into our group, and he's ridiculously fast. So I think I know he won the state, was it 3A? 100? Yeah, won state 3A 100 and a 10-4. When you see the ball in his hand, you see he gets going, he's blazing, he's moving. So he just got to continue to grow and continue to take reps and continue to understand defense, and it'll make that transition from year to year also.
Has he made any plays in practice? I know when you were a freshman, you popped a few. Has he done anything where he's really been able to show off that speed?
Yeah, I would say a lot of our outside zones, you get to see that speed. And I was the play he made the other day where he kind of made a cut, and obviously it wasn't live, but he got to get going a little bit, and coach just blew the whistle. So it's kind of like, ooh, like you're kind of like sitting there like, all right, I wanted to see how that was going to turn out. It was a guy chasing him, and it was him, and I would take my money on Journey Brown.
Hey, going back to being a mentor, how much personal pride do you take when you see guys like Miles and other guys in the team make improvements from year to year, and you're able to see that up close?
I won't say I take personal pride in myself, because that's them. That's them taking the initiative to come out and work and continue to grow as a player. Only thing I can do is do my part and continue to grow and try to set example. And but you can't really take. I say that's kind of selfish. I'm taking if I feel good because Miles is growing or Andre is growing. That's them. They're coming out every single day. I see the work that they put in the offseason, the weight room, and winter workouts, and coming to the field and taking every rep personal. So I don't get no personal pride, but I just get a joy just seeing your teammates and not only the running backs, your teammates in general grow as players and grow as people, and understand the defense a lot more and understand what they have to do on the field, and like I said, making plays. I get a real joy of seeing guys making plays.